Brought to you by JRN Investment and Jambo Diaspora Investment Group.
Daring abroad and investing back home.
When we give the money to our friends or families or relatives, we end up losing money.
There's a way you can invest meaningfully.
How a group of 300 Kenyans living in the US are investing back home.
There is much trust when we are in together.
This could only be a beginning for them to bring more money and invest in their own country.
Yes, this is an upcoming housing project in Kitisuru, an example of how Kenyans living abroad can join hands to invest back home. Investing back home while living abroad can be quite tricky. Many Kenyans abroad have been channeling their resources through family and friends, and the end result has been catastrophic to many.
Kenyans have a misconception that once you go abroad and you're earning dollars or pounds or whatever it is, that you're very rich. And therefore, when they contact their brothers, their sisters, and even their parents, and they want to do a project and invest in them, the first thing they wonder is that, why are you doing things for yourself before you have done for us? So they send them money, and instead of investing on the projects, they actually consume that money.
And not just through individuals, even investing through institutions has not been all that rosy.
Because we have fake investors coming in the diaspora, taking our money, and they are not going to do the things they promise us. They promise us good lands, but when we give them our money, there are no lands. We come here, we don't find the lands.
It is against this reality that a group of 300 Kenyans living in the United States of America have decided to put their resources in one basket in order to invest back home as a group.
When we invest as a group, for one, we say it's bringing the Kenyans together in America. That's one benefit when we are investing together. And also, there is much trust when we are in together, because we are not going to lose a lot of money as one is doing an individual project alone.
The group, which started with 200 members in the year 2013 and now has 300 members, is known as JRN Investment Group, also locally known as Jambo Diaspora Investment Group.
We bought a big land, that's 7 acres. We subdivided it and we gave them the titles. And we also have a 7-acre land to develop at a later stage.
In Kitisuru, currently, the group is putting up a big housing project under the name Kitisuru Amani Gardens.
For this project of Kitisuru Amani Gardens, they're gonna benefit with the dividend of that. Everything is done, they all benefit with the dividends.
The project is handled by professionals, again to avert the risk of losing money.
Before I got engaged in this project, they were looking at a plot near Mulolongo, and they asked me to go and visit and evaluate for them. When I went to that site, what I saw was a site that was within a riparian. And when they told me the amount of money they wanted to invest, I told them, as much as I'd like to make money out of you as a professional, this is not a site you can build. If you just forget, don't build. Then they asked me to look around to see where they can get sites. And they had an agent who was identifying sites. They had one site in Ruiru, another one in Dendero, and this one. When I looked at this one, this was a perfect match of what I would have liked to do for them.
Phyllis Wamboi Mbogwa, as the chair lady of the group, has kept tabs on the project. We spent time with her on site, together with Gitao Mungai, the lead architect of this project, which is expected to be completed in August 2021.
You see, once you get these designs, you submit them to the local authority for approvals, not just the architectural drawings, even engineering drawings. And you can imagine you're doing this for a client who is not inside. So for them to know and trust that you're getting all the approvals, that is the local authority approvals, you get the NEMA approvals, you get all the legal requirements, and also get them to trust you is not easy. The buildings are 8 floors. There are 3 blocks, A, B, C, all cascading down the slope of 8 floors each, and you have to go down the slope through a ramp. Because of that height, it therefore means that we have to have lifts. Each block has its own lift, and they have balconies and views overlooking the beautiful environment you can see around. And then below that are the basements and the water tank. Now, coming to the actual design itself, the project had to meet the requirements of Kenyans living in diaspora. They already have a taste, and they know the character of the buildings that they would want. We have a gym, we have a swimming pool, we have a garden and playing area for children, and we have got roof gardens.
For 3 bedrooms, they are 12 million Kenya shillings. And for 2 bedrooms, it's 9.5 million Kenya shillings. Payment is very good. We have 20% down payment, 6% during construction, and 20% after completion. That's the payment plan.
Let's now shift our attention to our Miles Away segment with Michael Zimanji.
Kenyans in the diaspora are estimated to be about 3 million, a community that Kenya's Vision 2030 recognizes as a major contributor to the growth of Kenya's economy. According to the Central Bank of Kenya, Kenyans in the diaspora sent home about 195 billion shillings in remittances in 2017 and 266 billion shillings in 2018. In 2019, the amount of money sent home amounted to about 295 billion shillings, most of which came from North America and Europe. Despite the huge potential of the Kenyan diaspora, there are challenges hindering its contribution to national development. These challenges include the high cost of remitting money, inadequate capacity to offer consular services, inadequate mechanisms of protecting Kenyans in the diaspora, weak structures to inform Kenyans in the diaspora of investment opportunities, untapped skills and expertise, and lack of an integrated database of Kenyans abroad. And that's miles away. My name is Michael Zimanji.
Many thanks to Michael Zimanji. And remember, today, Daring Abroad is all about how a group of 300 Kenyans living in the US have joined hands to invest back home. So we can go down there. Well, it is clear that Kenyans in the diaspora have a key role to play back home. And in the Big Four agenda, they have a role too, with housing being one of the pillars of that agenda.
Housing has a major impact in terms of what we call multiplier effect. There are many people here on this site, as you probably can see what's happening on the people who are here. But beside that, by virtue of this project, there are people in the quarry who are getting earning from the fact that we are building. There is cement factories who are employing because we are buying cement from them. There is steel factories who are buying because we are employing that. Not to mention, even us as professionals, we have got people working for us in the office working on the same project. So you can see that one single project has a major impact.
As it is said, east or west, home is the best. That's why as a group, we have decided to invest back home because this is home. We would like even to grow our economy and create jobs in our motherland.
And speaking of job creation, Esther Wanja, who drives heavy machinery, is among those reaping the fruits of this investment.
Mimi ni operator wa wheel loader, na hii ni kazi poa tunafanyanga kwa mjengo. Si wanawake wengi wako kwa hii kazi, lakini na encourage wanawake watie bidii nikasipoa, wasiogope.
The key lesson Kenyans abroad can learn from this project is that shortcuts can land you in trouble.
When I was approached by the group, I told them the mistake you make is that you never use true professionals. And for me, having lived abroad and known how they are, and also being a professional in Kenya, I told them there is a way. There's a way you can invest meaningfully, and also a way that you can gain what you have without losing. Because I, as a professional, I have professional liability, I have professional responsibility.
Investing back home through credible professionals is the way to go.
And as we wind up, this is the advice Phyllis has on our Diaspora Bite.
We people in the diaspora would like when we send our money here at home, please use our money wisely, because this is hard-earned money. We don't sleep, working hard, 3 jobs to earn this money. Use it wisely.
Vital lessons there about investing back home. Key among them, do due diligence, do your homework, use professionals, monitor your project, otherwise you risk losing it all. Always a pleasure being with you on Daring Abroad. Until we meet again next time, bye-bye.
Invest in the upcoming Kitisuru Gardens apartments located 1.9 kilometers from the International School of Kenya. This is where elegance and luxury meet. American kitchen with fitted cabinets, solar panels, bedrooms with an ensuite master bathroom, swimming pool, clubhouse, ample parking, backup generator and borehole, beautiful landscape gardens, children's play area and jogging track, and state-of-the-art high-speed lifts. Invest. Call us. Our Kenyan number is +254 711 951122. In the USA, call +1 205 948 7797. You can also email us at info@kitisuruamanigardens.com.